my friend, thank you so much for clicking this video. In this video, I want to show you the basic tips of making this project. Yeah, this project was made at the workshop by a student in the workshop, and running through it was awesome. I think it's going to be an awesome idea when you see the making process of things. So come with me to see how we're going to be making this step by step. Starting in here, making of this, the first thing was that you need to make the pattern. This project does not cover pattern making. This pattern was earlier made. So if you want to have a good understanding of how pattern was made for this particular project, subscribe and check into my other videos. I have videos of bag making pattern is in there. So coming back in there after you get to make the pattern, this is time for you use the pattern to get the artboard, you use to get it out, and you then move to getting the puffy PVC material out, and this is time to then put all that and align that together to shape. While cutting all this to shape, make sure that you follow all the details, all the details being analyzed, all the details on the patterning. You make sure you follow that. Coming up in here, this is the time to get the leather on this on it. So the leather in there comes in two shades. You have animal skin, multicolored animal skin, and a plain black leather material. What she did in there was that she was able to cut a bit of the multicolored out of it, getting the whole measurement of the front VAP. She cut those sides out and she then mixed it up, join it with the other part of the project. That is why you eventually have this mixture of material in between the two. The uniqueness of this project is just the handle. The handle was stitched with a post bed machine. This was the machine that was used to stitch this project. This was the machine, so it was stitched by a post bed machine. After stitching with a post bed machine, the essence of the post bed machine is just to have that perfect round, knowing that the handle is a perfect round handle. A mini bag with a perfect round is what we're working on. So the post bed machine was used to make the handle. After get the handle around together, the next thing she did in here is just to get the inner layer. The inner layer is quite different from what we make earlier of the outer layer of the project. The inner layer is meant to cover all the board that is embedded in it. It's meant to cover it to let you have a feel of a leather all through. Having using leather for the outside, you also want to imagine and let the client work or that owns this also have this imagination that all through the project was made with leather. That's why it's good. She did the inner with a leather. So right now she's cutting it with the inner. She cut it with the inner, cutting it with the inner. You're going to use the same measurement of the pattern you made earlier. That's what you're going to use to cut the inner. That is what she used to get the inner out. closing, the method at which your bag is going to be closed matters a lot. So when you're designing a project the first time, you have to determine which ways at which you want the project to be covered. Do you want it to be a zip up? Do you want it to be a magnetic element to use to clip it together? Do you want to use a positive and negative clip to match it up together? Here, a bag lock was used. Yeah, in this project, you can also use a magnetic pin, and you can also work around zip to be used for this. For that, we're going to be working on the zip project very soon on this platform. So for you to see the method at which you can use the zip, how you can apply your zip to your bag, then it's gonna be your best option to subscribe and click on the notification bell, so you will be notified when we release start video on this platform. Working with the side of the project is also very important. That is going to aid the method at which, and that is going to influence the kind of machines you will be using to stitch it. If you ever think of using a sewing machine to stitch it all around together, even while you want to use your hand to stitch this all together, then the side allowance at which the method of you applying the side allowance, you must put that into consideration before you start doing it. So we have all the sideline set. Is now time to put it all together. Putting it together, you just have to align it, make it centered. So for all the full bag itself to be able to be balanced, you have to center it in a way that the both sides is not going to be one-sided, or the whole bag itself is going to balance. The whole bag is going to have a full-time balance. Thank you so much for watching to this time. Hope you like what you've seen. You can see it's quite easy. We've been able to run through it step by step. At the end, she got this fantastic project. How to shoemaking ourselves, student in the workshop. It's one of the project. I just have the voice on it. If you like this project, give it a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't just subscribe, click on the notification bell for you to be notified when we release awesome videos like this on our platform. I'm Sunday, and don't forget that we'll have run shoemaking and bag making courses on our web. We run shoemaking and bag making course online and offline. Offline in a workshop Lagos, Nigeria. Online at www.schoolofshoemaking.com. Look forward to our view in a subsequent upload.